Scorpio, welcome back. I'm just looking at your cards. I'm like, oh boy. Okay, let's have a look at your romance, right? We will have these out in the members hub at Yildiz Readings 5D ahead of the crowd. I delayed opening these to the public based on Mercury retrograde. If you do want these, they are a new edition come through. Okay, so how we're going to break this reading down is the opportunities that are there for you mid-month, and also a second half of this read, which links to those of you thinking on a person of the past, twin flame soulmate, or a current relationship you're in, and what I see playing out for you. Okay, what I do see is it's almost like, I almost felt this raging bull energy that when you moved into 2023, there might have been a bit of delays. You could have been going through really feeling like you wanted to throw everything out and start fresh and you were ready for action. Look, some of you might have experienced headaches, a bit of delays, unresolved feelings of the past coming up, but I feel it's almost like you feel you're ready to jump in the deep end. Okay, we do have the Fool card here, and I feel there could be multiple opportunities, and some of you, it's almost like you're wanting, I'm hearing the term, I love you for infinity. But what I'm getting is there's something at a very personal level transforming inside your life, and you could be going a bit fast. So you might need to slow down a little bit and really assess what you're going into and not running in my angel's veg trap, because I don't think this is a bad thing, but I just don't want you to miss out on opportunities. I also feel some of you, it's almost like there's going to be a new chapter coming. But you're needing to get out and understand the world as your oyster. You're needing to actually look at the fact that there are infinite ways this can go. I especially feel for those of you that are quite perplexed by a given situation. You might feel very fretful. You could potentially feel, gosh, it could go this way, it could go that way. How do I feel about that? I'm actually seeing it as a letting go of that and to actually go with the flow. And I think it's actually going to benefit you a heck of a lot more. But I do think there's going to be an opportunity that's directly given to you, and you might need to jump in the deep end. And it can feel a little bit daunting. But I feel it's almost like the zero. It's going to feel a little bit eclipsing in nature. It's like, wow, okay, we're moving. Things are moving quite quick. I do feel your relationship sector can take a 360, and I do feel it's almost like a tower moment can create a brand new opening. The tower moment doesn't have to directly affect you. You could have already gone through it and had revelation. But I particularly feel something's coming back quite suddenly, and it's going to correct itself, and it's going to place itself where it needs to be. I do feel some of you, it's almost like I'm hearing the term, you want to get your crap together. You're wanting to get your life in a more structured sense. Some of you, I'm also hearing be careful around pets, especially large animals. Just be really careful around pets, because I'm seeing a gate and a dog barking. Be careful of dog bites and things like that. Just be super aware around animals. I feel this is going to be a new beginning, and I feel whatever this beginning is, it can start with a seed, especially because I am seeing the Fool card here. There could be multiple opportunities, but I do feel that this brand new beginning maybe did start a while ago, but it didn't quite have its takeoff, and I think it's coming back again for another round, and I feel it's a fresh start, so to speak. I also feel because you have gone through so much, you're probably going to need to be quite structured with your routine. I feel some of you, the last few weeks, maybe felt quite purgatory, and you could feel as though there's no solution. And by letting go from a psychological point of view, allowing your body to rest, I actually feel the solution's coming to you. Some of you can have a lot of psychic downloads. I mean, being Scorpio in nature, I feel you're generally quite open to this. I'm actually seeing the Four of Swords card here is very psychic. It's almost like you're going to intuitively know something's coming. It's almost like you particularly could have an animal totem that is very linked to you. For some of you, it can be the crow. And so research whatever that animal totem really resonates with you, because I feel from a spiritual point of view, it sort of has an additional message to you. In relation to what you're dealing with right now, as well as your love life. And I do feel it's this rebirth. It's almost like the shedding of the skin and it going through this Phoenix rising energy, these new vibrations coming towards you. So the opportunities I see are brand new beginnings, but it's going to require you to jump in the deep end. It could make you feel a little bit anxious. It can start slow, but I do feel it's going to move quick. You can state that you need to take your time. And I'm seeing the metaphorical brakes being put on. So if you feel, and I feel that's what's really changed in you, you're going to know how fast to go. You're going to know when to put the brakes on. And I feel this is kind of your attitude moving forward. I see two individuals that potentially can be quite interested. I'm also seeing there is a potential that somebody at work is interested in you. You might have changed your opinion of that circumstance, especially if this has taken a long time. I feel you're really ready for movement in your life, but the clarity that you're going to be having is maybe that your opinion of that situation has changed. Those of you dealing with a soulmate energy, a person of the past, a current relationship, or a twin flame, this part of the read is for you. Look, I do feel especially, and I'm just going to touch base very briefly on masculine and feminine energy. I do particularly feel that feminine energy at the moment is a masculine. I feel there's been a swap. But it's almost like in your life, you Scorpio, and your romantic zone, you want to have an element of power. It's not like you have to be the leader, so to speak. It's that from an emotional point of view, you're actually leading. You're actually maybe having very strong opinions, strong direction and feelings. But I also feel you could be really getting your libido back, really feeling your sass. But I also feel you're wanting people to show up in the connection in a more assertive way. Assertive way. You're wanting them to show up. You're wanting them to own their power and be more assertive. But I also feel you're going to be doing such. I feel if you were really stuck in your head to do with the past, I feel a lot of that clutter is really dissipating, and I feel some of that crap is moving away. I do feel moving into mid-month, there still can be that residue there that's coming off of insecurities and fears, and maybe almost like we're paranoid, almost like we're presuming something is something when it's not. I do feel some of you do have two opportunities, and there can be a frustration. There can be a little bit of a battle. I'm going to pull a clarify. What am I saying? Okay, who is this in relation to? I feel nobody's going to be able to lie to you, Scorpio. If you feel something is being hidden from you, I feel you're going to watch. I don't feel you're going to press. I feel this kind of makes the other person look a little bit silly, because I feel you intuitively know. You don't need to be told. Your intuition, it's a little bit like you guys are the detectives, of the romance zone, especially for those of you, if you have your romance house, your Venus house and Scorpio. This is the detective of the zodiac, So I feel if something is being hidden from you, you're just going to see through the wrong. You're going to see straight through it. You don't need to be told. You don't need to be told. It doesn't need to be communicated. This is the communication energy in reverse. And I'm not saying it's no communication. I see it's more you intuitively have these hunches prior to something unpacking. So use your intuition for that and really trust your instincts about how you guide yourself moving forward with the Chariot. Because I especially feel if you can trust in your emotions and you can trust in your instincts from the point of view of being the high priestess, I feel you're going to navigate yourself effectively. I do feel there are regrets of the past, but I'm also hearing this term, you snooze, you lose. I do feel there could be a confrontation, but I feel this is not with a romantic interest. I feel this is with somebody else. I'm seeing two energies here playing out. Now, could that be two parts? What is this to do with? I think you're letting go of a way of being, and I feel, any worry, any niggling, it's almost like you're saying to this person, look, if you want to tell me something, tell me. You're not making it easy for this person. This person is really, you're not making it easy for them. And I feel it's almost like you're looking at it like they have their own path, that you're not going to enable, that you're going to allow them to fess up, explain, discuss something. Because in your mind, you're actually in a lot of personal empowerment at this point in time, and you're willing to let things fall down if they need to. You're actually trusting that process, and you feel you don't want people to hurt, but you definitely know through your own personal experience that through these things comes growth. And I feel you're looking at it in a very positive sense. I do feel you've got movement in your career sector. I feel for those of you in partnerships or directly connecting to a person of the past, like I said, there's two paths here. Even if you are coupled, I do particularly feel there is a romantic interest that it has a shining eye for you. I feel this cuspy energy of walking along a tightrope. There might be a choice between moving forward and I think we're all moving forward, don't get me wrong. But I do feel you want someone who's coming towards you with ambition and drive. And I feel you're wanting someone who's going to walk through hell with you and still remain balanced to change, for everything to change in your life. You're willing to make those sacrifices together. I do feel this person is going through a testing situation at this point in time. I'm telling you, I feel there's two. I feel you have two paths here. Whatever this is, it has a happy outcome. I feel major choices. This could be your love interest could be transitioning career. There also could be a person that you are dealing with that is going through a separation in order to move and merge with you, for those of you that are single. Those of you in a relationship, it can be an offer of, taking a connection to the next level, and something can happen very quickly. I do feel you're going to see the truth of the matter, and something is going to go in your favor, especially if somebody was quite shady around you. I feel it's almost like the veil has dropped and you see the situation for what it really is. But I also feel trust in this person's commitment to you, because they actually are, really, really quite connected to you. But whatever this is, I do feel there's a positive outcome, and I don't think you're going to be sad about it, because I really feel you're like full card and tarot here. You're ready to go the distance. If this person's not willing to, you're ready to hit the road. If you want a personal booking, you can go to the link below. Otherwise, we'll check in again and see how this energy is playing out next month.